Hey guys, welcome back again. Improving my conversation skills was one of the biggest things I tried to work on early on. So I'm very pumped to talk about this right now and what has helped me so far in improving my conversation skills. I want you guys to stay true to the end because the best is for the last, right? So let's get right into the video. So firstly, I'll be honest with you, I feel like I believe a lot of you don't even talk. So you don't communicate, you don't have conversations with people normally. And it's so funny because people are like, I want to improve my conversation skills, but it's like you're not even in the field. You're not even in classes. Like let's say for example, in classes to learn. So a lot of you don't know that you have to learn all this, or you don't know that you have to keep talking to people daily to improve that. So that's the first thing I would say. So one of the things I would say first of all, or I've understood about the whole conversation thing is, as I said before, a lot of you don't have conversations with people, and let me just play the way it is. You don't talk to people a lot. You don't like even talk to girls and all those things like that. And all of a sudden, you guys are walking or something, and one of you guys say, "Guy, talk to that babe now. If you talk to her, like you can talk to her and all those things like that." And you've not planned, you've not prepared at all, you've never really talked like that, and then you go up to her and talk to her, and she just gives you the the biggest L of your life, and since then you've been having social anxiety, and that's the way a lot of you are. So this is gonna work, and this is gonna change from now on if you watch this video. So one of the things, first of all, that's helped me in talking to people and having a good conversation skills is to remove the burden of being liked. And I put this as the first because it's a very important thing. A lot of you go into interactions, go into conversations with the idea that you want them to like you, right? And so once you put that burden on yourself, you tend to mess things up because you're anxious. You're trying to see if I'm saying the right things, if I'm doing the right things, or if this is going well, and this actually affects your conversation skills. So it's like you're not in a flow state because you're constantly calculating, hope I'm saying the right thing, hope I'm not messing around and all those kind of things, and it tends to affect your conversation skills. So one of the first things that helped me so far in talking to people is to remove that fear of being liked. So I don't go into conversations with having a positive outcome. So I don't even care whether it's a positive or a negative outcome. If I see someone, right, or I happen to be in a space with someone, we just talk about random things like maybe the environment or something. I don't really need to talk to impress them, right? Because once you start talking to impress them, you tend to start messing things up. You're anxious, oh, but I didn't say the wrong thing, or what should I say next, and all those things like that. So I don't go with the idea of being liked. I just go with being me, and we just kind of make a conversation out of anything. It could be like maybe you went to get food, or you're in school or anything, right? And maybe a girl is sitting next to you, and or you're in bus or a girl is there, and you're like, hey, like just something abstract, like, oh, I know, right? It's so messy, like we're waiting on the line and all those things like that. Those are good conversation starters. You don't deep it because you don't care if she likes you or not, or if she knows, because you didn't go in with an expectation, and that's what makes you to be more relaxed. You get what I mean? So that's the first thing I would say that's helped me. I don't go into conversations with the idea of being liked. I just go and just talk to people. Secondly, one of the things I've helped me in improving my conversation is actually having a conversation. As trivial as it may sound, I believe that a lot of you don't talk to people. As I said earlier, a lot of you don't. It's like you have an exam coming up. For example, you have an exam coming up. You go to classes, right? You do revisions, you practice, right, before the final exam, so that you won't mess up. But a lot of you, in terms of conversations and improving your conversation, or talking to women, or all those things, you just go to the exam. And so when you fail the exam, you are so anxious and you're so scared to actually keep doing it. And so for your mind like that, you already say, I don't have a good conversation skills, I don't have that, and you just shut things up. But that's not how it works. So in terms of conversations, you have to talk to people every day. I'll be honest, like you have to put in the reps. And I'm not even saying just girls, so it doesn't look like it's more of like men and even with you guys, even with men, even with anybody. It could just be the salesperson. You went to get something, hey, like just talk about something and you have a nice clothes on. Where did you get that from? Your colleague, just be like, do you play this thing? Have you watched this movie before? Just anyone. And you don't know that just those little things actually improves your conversation skills. You tend to be more relaxed. You tend to not be anxious about anything because for you it comes easy. Something you do on a daily. It's not like, oh, I've never done this before. So like for example, if you're working or you're waiting for your boss or you're in the gym and a girl is trying to do something, I don't do this the best way. Hey, I'm Joseph, I'm this thing and all those things like that. Just be normal. You don't need to go into interactions with an expectation. It's just talking. You may not even need to collect a number, right? Just talk to her, right? So for me, that's helped me, I'll be honest. It's one of the big things. My colleague, people I know around me can vouch that I'm very good at talking. Like any little situation, and obviously there's a balance, not that you talk at it, but just being able to make conversations out of anything, right? It could be a situation that you guys are going through right now and just talk about it, right? So that's one of the things that have helped me. I talk to people almost every day, like I walk at the gym, any little thing, even my siblings, even my sister, and everything, right? So I feel like you need to actually be in conversations every single day to improve your conversation skills. And one other thing I would say is that even if you get snubbed, every conversation doesn't need to have a positive outcome. I don't know why you guys keep thinking that there must be a positive outcome, and that's what puts you people under a lot of pressure. Every conversation doesn't have to be a positive outcome. You could have a conversation with someone and it doesn't go well. Move on. It's not that deep, right? You could want to talk to someone, she doesn't answer you. It's not that deep. Just move on with your life. So for me, I would say that don't think everything must go positive. I've had conversations with people that didn't go well. I've had conversations with girls that didn't go well, and I didn't beat myself up. Just keep it moving, right? It's not that deep. It's life. It doesn't have to go. That's just life, right? So I want you to know that every outcome doesn't need to be positive. At the end of the day, all you need to do is to get the reps. Once you get the reps, that's the important thing. The conversation you had with the girl that she's not you, it's not your part. It's not been, or the negative is not from your side, it's from her side, but you've done your part, right? You've talked, you've improved yourself. So at the end of the day, don't think of it that it must come out in a positive light. Sometimes negative. So that's one thing that has also helped me so far. I don't look at things that it must come out in a positive light. So I don't go in knowing that, oh, this is going to be my future wife, geez, everything. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, right? And let me just put one last bonus. I'm trying to look for the last bonus, but read books, read things, watch things, right? I would say that's one of the last things that has helped me. Watch things. Okay, you like the way someone talks, watch what the person does, right? See podcasts, see things that you see the person talk and improve your skills, do research more. So it's like you keep building yourself every single day, improving words, and honestly it will help you in improving your conversation skills. I hope I've helped anyone today. Don't take much of your time. Don't forget to subscribe once again and share to a friend that may need this, because at the end of the day we all are helping each other. So those are the top things that have actually helped my conversation skills, and I hope this helps you. I'm not even gonna lie, if you implement everything single thing I've done, you'll be one of the best people that people love having conversations with, and I hope this helps. Anyhow, what do I know? I'm just Joe. Rasta.